Hey everybody, I'm Steve Marks here at Rock Shop in Auckland, here with Nick, playing guitar while I dial in some brand new sounds on the HT Venue Mark II. This is a 50 watt head, and the first thing we're going to look at is the clean side of things. We now have added treble and bass as opposed to a single tone control, so there's a lot more clean versatility. The voicing of the clean is now switchable via the foot switch, which is super exciting. So we're going to start out with clean warm. So lots of full-bodied tone there, lots of headroom, but we can switch it to boutique clean. We get a little bit more breakup earlier on, and we can really drive it actually to just clipping level. So moving on to the overdrive, now we have sort of a classic crunch, and the mode switch will give us a very modern focused high gain tone, completely re-engineered on the new Mark II. And of course now we have our full EQ bass, mids, trebles and Blackstar's patent ISF. So we'll start with more of a classic British style tone, accenting those sort of highs, skip the middle a little bit, bass about here, gain around about 12 o'clock. And this is more of a classic crunch. So, by adjusting the voicing switch, we switch to a more modern focused high gain, and this is a killer tone for you sort of metal players. So you can see there that I've just dialed in a little bit more of an American style tone stack, scoop the mids a touch more, and that's with the gain around about 11 o'clock, so there's plenty of gain to choose from there. You can push it even hard to get even more sizzle. Let's try that. Right, so moving on to the reverb section, completely re-engineered again, looking at more modern reverbs that people are going to. So now we have the choice of a switch on the rear of the amplifier to give you a choice between dark reverb and light reverb. This time the dark is more of a room, so it's more of a sort of small casing of a reverb, and then we've got light, which is more of a shimmering plate. So we'll start with room at a low level on clean. Onto plate, which is more of a lighter shimmering reverb, a lot more decay. And I was just switching that on the rear of the amp. With the optional 5-way board, you can turn the reverb on and off via a foot switch as well. DSP design of the reverb is all done in-house at Blackstar, along with everything else that you see, and it works really well being a digital section because on the overdrive it doesn't get lost. It sounds very similar to the clean, utilising both channels really well. So if I jump from clean to overdrive on Nick jams, then the reverb won't swallow up any of our tone. Moving on to another feature on the HT Venue Mark II, we have a power reduction button which reduces the power to 10% value. So this 50 watt head can be reduced to 5 watts, which is super useful when recording or jamming and you physically can't have it that loud. Also great on stage if you need to keep the volumes down. So by utilising the overdrive, I will switch the power reduction in and it will reduce to 5 watts. But most importantly, it retains all of that natural compression, that natural speaker sag, and it feels the same under your fingers. Okay, so now we're looking at the rear of the 50 watt Mark II Venue head, and again a lot more features going on. If we start this end, we've now got USB recording, so you can connect your valve amplifier head to sort of any DAW to record, and it will give you 4-channel USB recording, left and right, completely wet, including all your overdrive and saturation and reverbs that you may have on, and then completely dry so you can reamp. Really important, and you can use external software for that. We have some foot switch options. It comes supplied with a 2-way, which allows us to change and scroll through our channels and voicing per channel. The optional 5-way will be out there for you to choose if you wish to switch the reverb on and off. And also included in the 5-way is the chance to have a 6 decibel power amp boost, a true lift for lead guys. Standard effects loop, of course, with a level control for rack mountable gear or floor pedals. The reverb choice, as we discussed earlier. Emulated output, we now have a balanced DI output as well as a line out, which you can use for headphones. A 50 watt valve amp with headphone options, super cool. And of course our standard speaker options, running at 8 ohms or 16 ohms into a 212 or a 412. And we've listened to the market, we've made the amplifiers smaller, lighter, HT Venue Mark II. Okay, so just a quick overview of the complete range from HT Venue Mark II from Blackstar. We've taken a look today at the HT Venue 50 watt head. Again, listening to the market, a lot smaller, a lot lighter. All the products use EL34 output tubes, a typical sort of British tonality. They all come supplied with a 2-way, and there is a 5-way optional board which opens up the options even more. So here we have also the 212-60, again with a much different fret than the previous options that have been out there, and a different design, smaller dials and so on, a lot lighter. We have a 112-60 watt as well, and also a 112-40 watt, and a 100 watt head as well, with 212 options as well as 412. So that completes the HT Venue Mark II. Brand new range, really exciting. Make sure you get to your local rock shop and check them out. Thank you.